This video explores the air traffic control simulator in X-Plane 12. Last time I used the air traffic control simulator was in X-Plane 11, and I can't say I was overly taken with it, so I sort of ignored it. But there have been some improvements, and Lamina are now trailing that they are introducing SIDS and stars and improvements to AI aircraft as well. So I thought it would be interesting to just give some of the new features and some of the older features a run out and see how they work. So this video is going to be a VFR circuit of Humberside Airport, which is where I learnt to fly a long time ago, and then I'm going to do a short IFR flight with a visual approach into a local airport, also from Humberside. I hope you enjoyed the video and find it useful. If you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. So, how do you use the air traffic control system in X-Plane? Well, it is relatively straightforward, I think. The one thing just to bear in mind is that if you've got a plug-in for one of the online networks, FATSIM or whatever, and I use Swift, right? You need to find a way of disabling the Swift intercept, because the Swift will replace the air traffic control and stop it from working. So on Swift it is X Swift bus in the plugins, and then just enable and disable the X-Plane ATIS. So if you go to the top bar in X-Plane, you'll find this little headphone icon. If you click on that, this appears. Now let's just get the aeroplane in place. So if you click on the headphone again in the little box, you will find London Area Control Centre, Humberside Tower and Humberside ATIS. Now the ATIS is the Air Traffic Information Service, and that is where you will find automated information about the weather and whatever else. Now what I've found is that if you click on this one, it changes the frequency log. So click on these, you can see that the frequency is changing. If I click on the ATIS, it doesn't work. So what I need to do is I need to change the COM frequency to 124 decimal 130. I'll probably go. Go over the top would be quicker. Now obviously this will depend upon the aircraft that you're flying. Oops, missed it. Oh. Okay. If you then press that button.
At minor knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 10. Dew point -20. QNH 102 minor. Advise on initial contact you have. Information Whiskey.
Okay, so that is literally all that it does.
Whiskey 0810 Zulu.
Now, in the real world, you would contact the tower or the ground approach and say, I've got information Whiskey. They then know that you've got the weather, and they know that you've got the QNH, and that you know which runway's live. So they don't have to go through all that again with you because you've already got it. In X-Plane, that doesn't happen, and to be honest, the tower doesn't really care because it's going to tell you where to go anyway. So if we, having got the ATIS, we then click on the tower, and now that is asterisk, so that's the most appropriate one to use. What you then do is you click on the little transmission log, right? And then this is going to give you choices, and there's like a menu, and the menu expands and changes as the flight unfolds. So you would start with the radio check.
Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, radio check.
Golf Romeo Victor Papa Alpha, reading in 5.
In the real world, you'd then go back and say, reading U5 also, Golf Romeo Victor Papa Alpha. don't do that here. Then you have requesting a VFR departure. Interestingly, it's not got any IFR. Oh, because you haven't. Yes. Okay. Right. So let's just talk about that then. So if you request a VFR departure, that's going to either say you're going to say departing, which way you're departing, and then what the air traffic controller will do is they will turn you in the right direction, so you're travelling in the right way when you're taken off. The other thing is to say for circuits, right? So I'm not going to
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, Vans RV71 POB, request departure for circuits.
Victor Harbour Alpha, runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Mike Golf, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, runway 02, and runway 20, turn, hold short of runway 20.
Runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Mike Golf, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, runway 02, and runway 20, turn, hold short of runway 20, Victor Pop Alpha.
Now, I'm just going to ignore that for a moment because we're not going to do that. But if I now pop out of the plane and have a look, you'll see these lines on the ground which follow the taxi paths that are defined in the scenery. Okay. And you have to follow that, and you have to end up there. If you don't end up there, it'll tell you off and tell you to taxi to there. Okay. So that's a VFR. Let's do
Victor Pop Alpha, request QNH.
Victor Harbour Alpha, QNH 1029er.
QNH 1029er, Victor Pop Alpha.
Now, we're going to cancel the
Victor Pop
departure.
Alpha, request cancel departure.
Golf Romeo Victor Harbour Alpha, departure cancelled.
Departure cancelled. Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha.
Let's just have a look. If we were to add a flight plan, and we were to say, where did I go? Hang on. Talk among yourselves whilst I load little nav map. Doesn't really matter where we go. To be honest, we could go Echo Golf Lima Lima for a laugh. It's Heathrow. Alright. Then you can auto generate. And you can file the flight plan and set it on the FMS. And now you can see, if I pop the FMS out, you can see there now that the route has been loaded into the FMS. Now we're not going to fly this, and won't be allowed to fly this anyway because you're not allowed to fly small aircraft into Heathrow. But there you go. So then, if we then go for the process again.
Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, radio check.
Golf Romeo Victor Harbour Alpha, reading in 5.
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, request IFR clearance to London Heathrow.
Golf Romeo Victor Harbour Alpha, clear to London Heathrow, routing as filed. Maintain flight level 050, squawk 1201, QNH 1029er.
Cleared IFR to London Heathrow, routing as filed. Maintain flight level 050, squawk 1201, QNH 1029er. Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha.
Golf Romeo Victor Harbour Alpha, read back correct.
So now you would be expected to put 1201 into the transponder, and then once you're all ready, you would request taxi, and then that would take you out. Let's just do
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, request taxi for departure.
Victor Harbour Alpha, runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Mike Golf, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, runway 02, and runway 20, turn, hold short of runway 20.
Runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Mike Golf, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, runway 02, and runway 20, turn, hold short of runway 20, Victor Pop Alpha.
Okay, so we'll cancel that.
Victor Pop Alpha, cancel IFR.
Golf Romeo Victor Harbour Alpha, IFR cancelled, squawk 7000.
IFR cancelled, squawk 7000, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha.
Yep. Okay, so that's it. So essentially, you click on the little headset and then follow your nose. And if you want to do IFR, then you've got to file a flight plan. So we give it a go for real then, see what happens. We start with a VFR circuit.
Runway 26, departing runway 26, wind 250 degrees at 7 knots, visibility 6 miles, sky conditions few at 1,300, scatters at 2,300, few at 18,000, temperature 13, dew point 11, QNH 1021, advise on initial contact you have information Quebec.
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, radio check.
Golf Romeo Victor Papa Alpha, reading you 5.
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, Vans RV71 POB, request departure for circuits.
Victor Papa Alpha, runway 26, taxi via runway 21, and runway 08, hold short of runway 26.
Runway 26, taxi via runway 21, and runway 08, hold short of runway 26, Victor Pop Alpha.
They're taking us out on 2.6. That's mad. Doubt that would ever be allowed. Right. Although we used to do it, I suppose, back in the day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Victor Papa Alpha, cross runway 26, hold short of runway 26.
Cross runway 26, hold short of runway 26, Victor Pop Alpha.
Yeah, the instructions aren't that great, are they? It's actually backtracking 26 is what it's saying, telling me to do. So why doesn't it say that? That's what I want to know. Yeah, and what's happened to the ambulance station in the new version? This is like I remember it. Oh, I see. Then you're going into the turning circle, are you? Yeah, there you go.
Victor Papa Alpha, report ready.
Wilco, Victor Pop Alpha.
Ready for departure.
Victor Pop Alpha, ready for departure.
Victor Papa Alpha, squawk 1201. Report left hand downwind. Wind 280 degrees at 5 knots. Runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Squawk 1201. Report left hand downwind. Runway 26 cleared for takeoff. Victor Pop Alpha.
We'll report downwind, right, okay. So left-hand circuits, if I remember rightly. This is really rather in the way, so let's put it there. Okay, that's 500, 600 feet. Let's keep going. And it's 1100 feet, the circuit height, isn't it? QNH. Keep it at about 90 if we can. Fuel pump off. Bit high. Right, downwind.
Victor Pop Alpha, downwind.
Victor Papa Alpha, call final.
Wilco, Victor Pop Alpha.
Right, so fuel pump on. Start slowing down. Is that 45 degrees? That's probably about 45 degrees, isn't it? Alright, first lot of flap. There we go. It knows where you are, doesn't it? I mean, it's not completely rubbish.
Victor Pop Alpha, final runway 26.
Victor Papa Alpha, wind light and variable.
There was supposed to be a brake side into Welsh sounding, which is a bit odd. Right, let's get down.
Victor Papa Alpha, vacate right.
Vacate right. Victor Pop Alpha.
Victor Papa Alpha, taxi to China Southern apron via runway 03.
Taxi to China Southern apron via runway 03. Victor Pop Alpha.
Right, saying left there. Off at Echo. Okay. So what are my observations then? Well, I suppose first of all it did work. Did a radio check. There's no interaction with the radio check, but fine. Departure for circuits. It gave me instructions. Taxi 26 via 21 and 08. The 08 is the reciprocal for 26, and when it said to cross the runway, what it meant was backtrack the runway. The circuit itself was okay until you get to final, and then you don't get a clearance. It's more like an AFIS than a ATC, really. But this is an air traffic controlled site, so you'd expect ATC, I think.
Victor Papa Alpha, taxi to China Southern apron.
Taxi to China Southern apron. Victor Pop Alpha.
I have done, haven't I? Oh, it wants me to park there. I'll stuff that.
Victor Pop Alpha. Request flight conditions.
Victor Papa Alpha, wind light and variable, visibility 7 miles, sky conditions few at 1,200, scattered at 2,300, temperature 12, dew point 11, QNH 1021.
So, and it made no reference either to the taxiway letters or anything like that. So, without the arrows, I'd say you'd be in trouble, really. That's alright, I suppose. I mean, it's complicated business simulating ATC. So that's the VFR. Let's try a simple IFR flight. So let's try something a bit more advanced. If we go to here, let's put in a flight plan. To where should we go? Where's close? Sherburn is closed. Actually, Echo Golf Charlie November, the old Leeming as it used to be. Echo Golf Charlie November. We don't need to be that high up. 2,000 feet. And the route will be direct. Auto generate. Has to be more than 13 miles away. Okay, fair enough. So if I were to go file and set FMS, so we need to be on tower, don't we? Let's just start a few bits. Okay. So we're now on that, so if I...
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, radio check.
Golf Romeo Victor Papa Alpha, reading you 5.
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, request IFR clearance to Doncaster Sheffield.
Golf Romeo Victor Papa Alpha, clear to Doncaster Sheffield, routing direct, maintain flight level 030, squawk 1205, QNH 1028.
Cleared IFR to Doncaster Sheffield, routing direct, maintain flight level 030, squawk 1205, QNH 1028, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha.
Golf Romeo Victor Papa Alpha, read that correct.
Okay, so that's the QNH set, that's the transponder set, and we are now ready to taxi.
Humberside Tower, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, request taxi for departure.
Victor Papa Alpha, runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Mike Golf, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, runway 02, and runway 20, turn, hold short of runway 20.
Runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Mike Golf, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, runway 02, and runway 20, turn, hold short of runway 20, Victor Pop Alpha.
They'll take you via the grass, which is a bit odd for a light plane, but never mind.
Victor Papa Alpha, report ready.
Wilco, Victor Pop Alpha. Victor Pop Alpha, ready for departure.
Victor Papa Alpha, backtrack as needed. Fly heading 200, wind 220 degrees at 5 knots, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Backtrack as needed. Fly heading 200, runway 20, cleared for takeoff. Victor Pop Alpha.
We won't bother with backtracking today because we've got plenty of runway and this is just for fun.
Victor Papa Alpha, contact London Control 118.480.
Contact London Control 118.480. Victor Pop Alpha. Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha, altitude 1,200, climbing, flight level 030.
Romeo Victor Papa Alpha, QNH 1028, radar contact.
QNH 1028, Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha.
Victor Papa Alpha, turn right heading 240, vectors for the visual runway 02, final maintain flight level 030.
Turn right heading 240. Vectors for the visual runway 02. Climb and maintain flight level 030. Victor Pop Alpha.
Hang on a minute, let's just improve the weather a bit because I did say I didn't want to fly this high, but if we're going to have to, there.
Victor Papa Alpha, vectors for the visual runway 20, final maintain flight level 030.
Vectors for the visual runway 20. Climb and maintain flight level 030. Victor Pop Alpha.
Oh blimey, we're going for 02. Are we? Yes. No, 20. So why are we going that way then? That's a bit odd, not gonna lie. nothing to aim at, that's the problem. It's got to hit the circuit, I suppose. That's Gainsborough, isn't it? I think. That power station. Is that Gainsborough?
Victor Pop Alpha. Request vectors.
Victor Papa Alpha. Fly heading 250. Vectors for the visual runway 20. Descend maintain 2500.
Fly heading 250. Vectors for the visual runway 20. Descend and maintain 2500. Victor Pop Alpha.
See, I reckon it's 02. Looking at the wind, I reckon it's 02. I mean, I think it's probably arguable. That's definitely Gainsborough, isn't it?
Victor Papa Alpha. Turn right heading 010. Descend and maintain 2000.
Turn right heading 010. Descend and maintain 2000. Victor Pop Alpha.
Yeah. Very odd. Not gonna lie.
Victor Papa Alpha. Descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000. Victor Pop Alpha.
Blimey. With patient pants. That's north. And that's 10 degrees. And that's 2,000 feet. quite see it yet. This is where I did most of my air experience flying when I was a cadet. This is. What's that? How far away are we? Too far to see. Two 2,000 feet, here we go. Flies up into the Humber, doesn't it? We must be turning soon. So yeah, it's on, put us on the ILS maybe. It talks about visual approach, doesn't it? This is a long way out for a visual approach. Talk about going round the houses.
Turn left heading 290. Victor Pop Alpha.
$300, 290. How far away are we? What, 4 miles? There it is. No. Nah, that's not it, is it? That's Santoft. think it's there, isn't it? I reckon. Yeah.
Turn left heading 230. Victor Pop Alpha.
I think I can see the runway.
Turn left heading 210. Report the field in sight. Victor Pop Alpha. Victor Pop Alpha. Field in sight.
Victor Papa Alpha, clear visual approach runway 20. Contact Doncaster Sheffield Tower 128.775.
Cleared visual approach runway 20. Contact Doncaster Sheffield Tower 128.775. Victor Pop Alpha. Golf Romeo Victor Pop Alpha. Position 3 miles northwest of Shandoft. Altitude 1,100. On heading 210.
Victor Papa Alpha, runway 20. Wind 220 degrees at 5 knots.
Runway 20. Victor Pop Alpha.
A bit fast for that, to be honest.
Victor Papa Alpha, cleared to land, runway 20. Wind 220 degrees at 5 knots.
Cleared to land. Runway 20. Victor Pop Alpha.
Now the air experience flights hut used to be just on the right hand side of the runway near the threshold. I remember. And there was us, and there was a University Air Squadron with their Bulldogs. Alright, now we're on the glide path on the centre line, so we should be going. Okay. That's the last of the flap.
Victor Papa Alpha. Vacate right.
Vacate right. Victor Pop Alpha.
Victor Papa Alpha. Taxi to American General Advanced Aviation via Charlie Alpha and Echo.
Taxi to American General Advanced Aviation via Charlie, Alpha, and Echo. Victor Pop Alpha.
There you go. Interesting that in the IFR landing you're clear to land, as opposed to the VFR one where you're not clear to land. Quite sure what the difference is, but that's a peculiarity of the logic, I guess. I'm not going to bother taxiing the miles across the taxiways that they explain ATC wants me to. I think we've proved the point. It remains slightly odd in its choice of routing, I have to say. But it got us there. Did you notice how in both flights it thought I'd landed before I actually had? There's clearly some issue with the height above the ground with the model I'm using. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.